Hi guys, it's me, Faye the Bookworm. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about the Dayton Book Fair for adults. You heard me right, a book fair for adults. I am so glad that I heard about this because I always loved the book fair as a child, so this was pretty exciting to go to. Now they didn't have all this silly stuff that the book fair when we were kids had, you know, like the pens and the notebooks and the little toys. It was just books and like puzzles and games. This year was the 53rd annual Dayton Book Fair. It was held on November 8th to the 10th, and it was at the Montgomery County Fairgrounds. It was set up in a huge room with the paperbacks being $1 and the hardcovers being $2. Here is the pamphlet they were giving out to everybody. And then the other side was a map. With some like information written on it. Now I heard this through a bookstore I was visiting in Dayton, and they said that they sell something around like 10 tons of books. And I just thought, wow, that's crazy. I've got to go check that out. So really it was just on all of these tables in the Montgomery County Fairgrounds, the parking was free and the admission was free on Saturday, which is the day I went. Now on Friday, you could pay like 10 bucks to go in because then you get first picks. And then on Sunday, they have a thing where you can like buy a bag and fill up that bag, and all the books that you can fit in that bag was 10 bucks. First, they gave me this bookmark. It's a really nice thick bookmark, and it has the dates for the book fair next year, so I can be sure to go. Now let's talk about the books that I got. I got Gone Girl because I always wanted to read this and watch the movie. Then I got Odd Thomas by Dean Koontz. Dean Koontz is my friend's favorite author, and they said that I would probably like the Odd Thomas series. And the Odd Thomas series is actually a whole bunch of books, and they all have the word odd in it, but Odd Thomas is the first one. Next, I picked up The Girl Who Played with Fire and The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. That's just another one I've heard a lot about. I know there's a movie out about it, and he's got one other one. I think it's The Girl Who Kicked the Hornet's Nest. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's by him too. I picked up One More Day. Honestly, I just thought the cover was pretty cool. I like the like rainbow and all that. Now I usually don't pick up books just because they're covers. I try, because you know sometimes you get a bad book that way. But then I read the back, and I'll read it to you too. At Grace Woods Care Center, residents and staff face life's greatest challenges with yearning, wisdom, trepidation, and hope. Thomas, an anthropologist, approaches old age with fear and curiosity, while Lillian, a woman with dementia, searches for home. A shy and compassionate nurse's aide, Sally, pushes back when love appears, unable to see herself worthy of the same happiness she instills in the residents. The center's director, Beth, navigates hard changes that threaten to derail her career and the quality of care she's worked so hard to foster. So I just really liked that it is going to be following multiple people's journeys. I don't know. I usually don't read many books like that, so I hope I like it. The next book I got is one that I also just saw, and I kind of thought it was hilarious. It's Suck Your Stomach In and Put Some Color On, what Southern mamas tell their daughters. So I halfway want to read it, you know, as a joke, and halfway to see if there's any good advice in here. You never know, you know, like I was always raised that you always leave the house with clean underwear because if there's an emergency, you don't want to be in dirty underwear, you know, like silly stuff like that. So I wanted to see what they've got. I see a couple recipes in here. So maybe it's also a recipe book. I don't know. We'll see. The next book I picked up was The Lying Game by Ruth Ware. I read The Woman in Cabin 10 by Ruth Ware and I absolutely loved it. So when I saw this, I had to pick it up. Then I picked up Bared to You by Sylvia Day. It is an erotica. I do read those sometimes, and I just have always heard of this one being a popular one. I also picked up The Devil in the White City. It is 1893. It's the story of a guy who helped build this World Fair in Chicago, and then the story of a serial killer who is stalking and picking his victims from people at the World Fair. I just thought that was really interesting, and this book is one of my coworkers' favorite books, so must be worth giving it a try. I also picked up a bunch of books by Harlan Coben. So I actually think Stay Close is gonna be like one of my book club books this coming year. Then I got The Woods, The Innocent, and The Stranger. Now, the one book I wanted by Harlan Coben was Safe, because I watched that show on Netflix and I really liked it, and they didn't have it, but they had all these other ones. And The Stranger and The Woods, I know for a fact are TV shows or movies or whatever, so I'll have to watch those. But I'm really excited to start reading Harlan Coben stuff because I heard great things about it, and his TV shows are awesome. As I was walking out, I saw The Uninvited Guest. And the cover is gorgeous. I've actually heard about this book before, so I decided to pick it up. One late spring evening in 1912, in the kitchens at Stern, preparations began for an elegant supper party in honor of Emerald Torringen's 20th birthday, but only a few miles away, a dreadful accident propels a crowd of mysterious and not altogether savory survivors to seek shelter at their ramshackle manor, and the household is thrown into confusion and mischief. I'm pretty sure there's a murder in this too, but we'll see. Yeah, I had a great time at the Dayton Book Fair. I've always wanted to go to a book fair as an adult. I wish that there was somebody who would put that together for me, because I would definitely go. Especially if they sold like mugs and bookmarks and book shirts and stuff like that. I would love for there to be a book fair. And you know, it was just so exciting that it came like once or twice a year. I had a great time at the Dayton Book Fair. I also got some kids books too, but I didn't show those. I got all this stuff for like $25, and that's an awesome price for how many books I got, and they are in great condition. So if you notice, I'm filming this video at a different location in my room, and that is because my room is an absolute mess right now. I got a new bookshelf, so right now I'm putting my bookshelf together and putting my books on it. So I wanted to make a video first talking about all the books I got so I can put them on my new bookshelf. So that will probably be my next video. Bye!